So let's take a look at a YieldMax fund that we haven't looked at in a while, and that's SMCY. Stick around and let's see where it's at on the charts. Hello my friends, this is Legend. We're going to take a look at SMCY today, and the underlying for SMCY is SMCI, and that is the super microcomputers. But we're going to see where the YieldMax SMCY sits, and we're going to see if there are any supports and resistances showing on SMCI as well. So let's slide over to the Webull chart. All right, so here we are on the Webull chart, and we are looking at SMCY. And as you can see here, we are at a critical point right now. Let's put this at the bottom here, which is that low. So we'll just change this right here, and we'll put it at 2054. So 20.54, and that way we are sitting right on the bottom of that. Looks like we are testing it once again. It has tested it once here. It tested it twice here. Actually, probably once again right here 3 times. So right here and here. And then we're testing it once again. It has been really close to it throughout here. As you can see, if I zoom in, you can see the candles a little bit better. We are right there on that line, testing that support line. And we'll see, do we bounce off of that and respect that support? Or are we going to break down and hit all-time lows? So to better understand SMCY, let's take a look at SMCI. Okay, so here we are on SMCI. And as you can see here, I have this line right here, and I'm calling that the support line. And the reason being is because it was the previous resistance line. As it went up, it touched it here, could not break through, came down, went up, tested it, broke it just a little bit, but then got rejected and came back down, hit it again, rejected, hit it again, rejected, and then it came up, hit it again, broke it, and then took off. Right, so it hit it a total of, just in this screen right here, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, say 6 times roughly, and then finally broke out and stayed out above it. Now, your previous resistance line becomes your new support line. And you can see that right here, where it went up and then came back down, and now we are testing that as a support line. So it tested it here, jumped up, went down, tested it again, second time, went up, kind of scooped down a little bit, and now it's come back down to test it. We did break under it just a little bit, but we'll see. Does it stay under it, or does it take back off, right? As being rejected for breaking that support line. So we'll have to find out next week what that does. So to get a better understanding of the overall market and how it's running, let's look at SPY. Now you can see here on SPY, we hit that resistance line here and got rejected, and it has come down, and we had another big red day on Friday. So as far as in getting any kind of positive movement, we do not have it yet. Looks like the bears are still pushing it down, and we'll see, do we test this latest low right here, and that's being at 549.68. So let's just put it in here at 549.68. So that's our low right there, and we can make that red, just showing that that's a low more visually. And this orange line is our new resistance line. Okay, so it went up, it tested it, and got rejected. Now we're going to come down, and looks like we're going to try to test this low here of 549.68. And we'll see, does it come down, test on it, and then bounce back up and go back up to test that resistance? But eventually one of them will give. But since we've seen so much red, we may be seeing the market go down a bit more. And as you can see here, the MACD is losing some momentum, as we had stated in the last time as well. It was losing momentum. It's lost more momentum. So the momentum on for the green here is dropping. So it could be going red on the MACD. The RSI here, we did drop down below that 10 on the RSI 2. So on a very short-term 2-day interval, it is oversold on a short-term 2 interval. So for me, if I was looking to buy SPY, I like to buy it when it drops below that 10. For me, it's just a good buy time. Now, I don't buy SPY. I'll buy VOO, which mimics SPY. And as you can see right here, VOO did get down to $510.80. We are below the 10. It is sitting at 5.5 on the RSI 2. MACD is starting to curve down. It could cross down, so we could see this to come on down, but we'll see. But as for SMCY, looks like we're staying within this range currently. Now, that's a big range. That's the overall range, right? But you can say more of a short-term range could be right here between 25 and 2054. So $20.50 to $25 looks like that's a nice little range right there. And we'll see if it wants to stay within that, or can we get it to break out, hopefully onto the upside. So with the bear market currently happening, please make sure that you're being mindful of what you're buying into and that you are able to ride that wave, as that wave could be going on the downside, right? You could be on the other side of that wave and you're going over it, kind of like a roller coaster, right? It's great while it's going up, but it can be scary going down. So just make sure that whatever you're buying and invested into, that you're well aware of how that fund or that stock that you're in, how it works, and that you're okay riding it down for a while, in hopes, of course, of it going up. But nothing is guaranteed. But in my opinion, the stock market itself, like the S&P 500, which would be the SPY or VOO, to me, those will always go up. And just an example here, being the S&P 500, SPY, if I look here, you can see on a 5-year chart, it has always gone up. Now, has it dropped? Sure, look right here. It got around about that 480, and then it dropped all the way down to 342. So there are times where you do have to ride out that low end, but look at it now. It went as high as 613, and we're sitting at 555. So if you draw a line from this start up until the end, that's an upward moving slope. So overall, it should go up over time for the S&P 500. SMCY, or any of the YieldMax ETFs, or any other one-off type stocks. You know, when I say one-off, I mean a single stock, whether it is Apple, Microsoft, NVDY, Super Microcomputers, SOXY, it doesn't matter, right? Those are one company stocks. So if that company drops, the stock drops. So you don't want to have all of your eggs in one basket. That's why I like to keep a good portion of mine into something like the S&P 500, because it contains 500 different companies. So as one may be down, other ones could be up. So that's how over time it does continue to move up versus a one company stock. We've all seen it before, riding high and then all of a sudden fall off. So this is more of just to make sure you're doing your own due diligence and being the boss of your own portfolio, making those decisions of what you can handle as far as any losses. So anyway, I think I'm going to wrap it up right there. If you don't mind, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. It would be much appreciated. And as always, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence before you get into any stock plays. And until next time, Legend out.